podcast. If you listen to this, like it, share it, do all that. I appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about waste. Waste in this society. Food waste, waste of potential, and waste of other resources. So much of the world, so much of humanity has to struggle day to day just to live, just to have enough food to eat. At the same time, humans are the most wasteful creature on this planet when it comes to not only food waste, it comes to the waste of resources, waste of human potential. Human potential often goes overlooked because some people, society is perfectly fine with this person not reaching their potential. Maybe they're the wrong color, maybe they're the wrong gender, maybe they're the wrong social class. But people say, okay, that person does not have to reach their full potential. So obstacles are put in place many times for that person not to reach their full potential, or that person's not encouraged, or there's not infrastructure in place for that person to reach their full potential. And people are perfectly fine with that. I mean, imagine how many. I mean, we'll never. That's why we'll never have Star Trek. We'll never be We'll never be in space. Humanity will never reach its zenith because not all people are allowed to reach their full potential. I mean, you can have the next Einstein. He could be out there in a village somewhere in Mozambique, right? He could be the next Einstein, but he's never going to have a book. He's never going to be able to go to school. So we're not going to have that guy. In the Western world, as they call it, Europe, North America, these more developed countries, the issue, in a way, I think everyone that wants to reach their potential can reach their full potential. I mean, it's possible, So human potential being wasted is up to the individual to waste their potential, not here. But we are wasteful, so much more wasteful of resources, food, and other things. Go to a grocery store, you see all that food there, that shelf's always full. To me, that's a bad sign because unless everyone in that community is cooking every day, that store, I mean, we saw it kind of when that C-19 stuff started. People were going to grocery stores buying things out because people were stockpiling. I hope they were cooking the food. I don't know what they were doing with it, but let's hope they cooked the food. But to me, seeing the grocery store getting cleared out almost, I mean, that's good. That means people are buying and stuff. Nothing's going to waste. So when you see all that, you see all this good meat in the meat section. You see all these good vegetables in the produce section, and they're getting marked down, they're getting wilted. Sometimes they can be donated. Sometimes they can have better repurposed for something. But a lot of times that stuff goes to the trash. They try to mark it down, but they just can't sell it all because they sell some stinky meat. Someone's going to come hell on them. Someone gets sick. I mean, they can't do it. We just are so wasteful of food. I mean, my sister, a sister I have, she would buy food. It would sit in her refrigerator, full refrigerator always, and would just go rotted because she would have so much food in there. That's so unnecessary. Buy food. If you buy it, use it, eat it. It might require you to go to the store a couple of times a week. Okay, but you're going outside anyway. If you're going to go outside, go to the store a couple of times a week. Buy your produce, buy your meat, buy things that's needed. Buy things, to freeze to have for later. And actually use it. Not only is it good for it's being less wasteful, but it also is good for your wallet. It's just better for the world, better for you. It's a win-win. All of this environmental destruction that happens because of agriculture, and then on top of that, people waste the products of agriculture. Isn't that crazy if you think about it? How wasteful and destructive people can be. When someone can eat that, someone should eat that, someone should use that agricultural product. It's like what, like almost half of the produce, the groceries in the United States gets trashed. I mean, half of our food production goes into trash because people don't eat it all, or people let it go bad in the refrigerator, or it never gets sold at the grocery store. That's ridiculous. I mean, but I think that'll be alleviated in the future. There will come a time where people will get hungry again. There will be less food to go around, and that will change. The wasting of resources goes along with that. Wasting, well, I guess food is a resource. That goes along with that also, because the throwaway culture, things are made just to be disposed of. Disposable plates, disposable cups, disposable plasticware, electronics. People buy things, use it for a while, then they got to upgrade, buy something else, or they just throw it in. It's meant to be used one time. And as of right now, we might have the materials to do this. We might have the luxury to be able to throw away things, but that's going to change too. That's my prediction. That will change, and eventually resources will get a lot more slim. People will start keeping things for longer, repurposing things, making better use out of the resources, because they're going to have to. It's going to happen eventually. Who knows when? Well, people will be forced to. People are going to be forced to eventually. They're going to be forced to manage their human resources better, their human potential, their other physical resources, their food resources. They're going to be forced to manage these things all better in the future. But why wait for that when you can start today to manage your resources better? You can't change what the grocery store is going to do. You can't change practices that keep other humans from reaching their potential. You can't change the throwaway culture where people got to replace their things just because it's old. They want to replace it. You can't stop plastic from being made. None of us can stop that. But you can buy less of those things. You can buy less plastics. You can buy less disposable things when you can. You definitely could do that. You can shop smarter. You can do that right now. You can shop smarter, buy better, use more local things. All that's going to be better for the world and for yourself in the end. You can also help when it comes to humans reaching their potential. You can help encourage people. That's all you got. Sometimes just take encouragement. You might know someone that's doing something. They might have a project. It might be a coworker, it might be a family, it might be someone with a project that's working on something. It might be someone you come across online on the internet even. Give them encouragement and say, hey, good job. Or give them, if they give them a critique, give them encouragement, do something to kind of help them along their way. That'll help. That's helping that person reach their potential. Even small gestures do that, because you're an individual, you're one person. You can't do everything, but you can do small gestures. You can do small things in your life to affect the outside world, to affect other people's lives. Little small ripples. Enough little small ripples, you'll see some real change. And that's where we got to start with. Just make the small ripples out there. Be less wasteful. And humanity will improve. That's it for this one.